DJ.
Long time no see.
I know. Hey, Coach, DJ Revolt. Nice to see you. Coming off of that road trip, watching back the tape from that Minnesota game where you're like right neck and neck with the first team in the WNBA, I'm curious to know what pieces of that game you want to take and kind of copy paste into not just tonight, but in the future of building and stacking those wins.
Yeah, I mean, I think that game, we finally put it all together. The fourth quarter defense and our execution was really good. I think that from that specific game, but we have been playing better. The assist numbers that we've been putting up, I don't know the exact stat. Joe would know it, but
Justin would know it.
Justin would know it. But we've been moving the ball, sharing it, and I think things are starting to click. McConaughey's been a great add. She's out tonight, which is a bummer, but we'll get her back soon, hopefully. But yeah, I think it's just the mentality of how locked in you have to be to complete a game in this league. The margin for error is so slim, and we're not sitting where we all wanted to be a couple months ago. But I still feel like we're improving, and these guys are playing their tails off for us, for each other, and they're bought in. They want to win every time they put the jersey on. So that's all I can ask for.
Most stats over a 4-game period, anytime in WNBA history.
Most assists?
Most assists, sorry. Would I say stats?
Yeah.
No. Second right over here, right? Oh, yeah.
Hey, Coach. Oftentimes, first game back from a road trip can be a challenge after all the travel and kind of getting adjusted.
Don't put that out there.
Right. Sometimes.
What challenges does that present, and how can you kind of overcome them?
I don't know. I mean, I've never thought of that before, so thanks for putting that in my head. But I don't think there's any challenges with it. I think it's great to sleep in your own bed. I think it's great to rest. It's great to, eat the food you want to eat, see your people, all those things. I think those add more value than anything. And we're here for 2 quick games, and then we leave again Wednesday for a long trip. So August is tough for us. We're playing every other day, but that's what it is. And we'll be ready.
Hey, Coach, Dr. ATVB Code Media. You said that things are starting to click. I think we see that as well. It's like you are really establishing your identity now with losing KP and always calling her the head of the snake. What do you attribute to that, and how has Dearica and NECA really helped shape that?
Yeah, well, KP, I kind of centered everything around her on the offensive end. But the reality is that she hasn't played much this year for us, or she didn't. And so she was in and out, and unfortunately for us, I want her to be healthy. She's a hell of a player, and I will always want her to do well. I do. I love her to death. But the team had to figure it out without her before the trade. Yeah. And so this isn't new. And I think what you're seeing, when you add, and I've said this before, but it really is true, when you add someone like NECA, Ida, Ariel, then we have the rookies that are playing. Like, it takes a minute. You look at the top teams, like, those guys have been together, and that matters. Yeah. So I think what you're seeing is these guys are starting to click, and they're figuring out how to best play with one another. I think that's been the difference.
Over here, Justin.
Yesterday at practice, Monique had her right ankle, or back of her right ankle, kind of taped up. What is she dealing with, or when did she suffer the injury?
It's a sleuth. He's a sleuth back there. Yeah, she's got a right ankle, and she did it in the last minute at Minnesota. And she's tough. She played through it, but we flew home, and she got imaging done, and so that's what we're dealing with.
Did the imaging come back good?
I mean, she's out.
Well, I understand she's out, but there can still be good imaging even with some player that's
Yeah,
out.
I mean, we hope to get her back soon.
Okay.
Michael, second row.
Hey, Coach. Since you guys beat the Valkyrie to start things off for them last season, they kind of had an upper hand against you guys. What are some things you can learn from just the style that this team plays and the way that they've been able to find success?
Well, I mean, they've done a good job. I think they've done a really good job in free agency and in the draft and finding a roster that fits their style. You know, having that identity and then building around it. I think they've done an elite job at that. You know, we can take a page from that in terms of building. But on the court, I think, you know, defensively is their calling card, and they're a team where if you get into a situation where you're trying to go one-on-one, you're going to lose. Their defense, their help defense, their rotations are really on point. So you have to make a move. You have to make a move. When we were up there, whenever that was, we did not play well. It was too much one-on-one, too much standing around. The ball was not moving. We were not playing with pace. And so that's what we've got to get back to. And I think the last few games we've been playing that way, so it should be a good test.
Hi, Fred.
Hi, Coach. I think the just determination towards basketball and just improving this team is really, really clear.
Mm-hmm.
At the same time, what's this sort of helps you or helps the team balance just that determination and that just like day to day with anything, just to balance it out, give you like a second to breathe, and just like stay somewhat level when you're sort of going through and trying to get everything right.
Yeah, that's a good question. I think it's a balancing act of expecting improvement, hold accountability, I guess is the word, to do things the way we want to do them. I'm sorry. I thought I was boring him. He's like, I'm out. He's a cameraman. So holding them accountable, holding each other accountable, holding themselves accountable, and then as a staff, we've got to do the same and just keep pushing. Every time we put on the uniform as a group, we want to win. And I don't care where we stand. We're still, I know it's a small chance, but we still can make the playoffs if things fall right. So I don't know how to do anything else but just strive for that. But it's got to be process driven, and it's hard in a results driven industry. But finding the things that we're good at, building on those, finding things, win or lose, that we didn't do well and keep improving, but not get too high, not get too low. I think that's what winners do.
What would you say, who sort of holds you accountable?
Personally?
Yeah.
Ooh. I mean, besides my spouse, no, our staff is great. We've got veterans, and we all hold each other accountable, and it's a group where we can, argue and debate, but we walk out of the room arms locked with what we're trying to do.
All right, thanks, guys.
All right, thank you. We'll see you
Good luck
after.
with that tonight.
Thank you.